You ready to do it? Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything and everything that comes out of the crap chute. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host,
Skibbity Toilet.
James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's a little bit weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
Unfortunate things have happened this week, JD.
And some fortunate things have happened this week.
And unfortunate things have happened this week, JD.
Well, you're right. Let's start out with the first unfortunate thing. And I know this is probably going to be the main video thing because, you know, it's very big. Big news.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do the video last week?
No, not that. Just ignore that. That didn't happen.
I can't. I mean,
we streamed last week on Sunday.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I thought Kiri was standing over me being, where new ep?
I don't think I heard anyone mention it. So, hey, you know what? I'm cool with that. Everyone forgot about it. Let's just move on. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we did do a stream last Sunday, so that hopefully that made up for it.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a stream you see every day.
Yeah. Okay.
A very unfortunate company has risen from the grave and it's back to haunt me again and again. It's like a cockroach. You know, you just can't kill it. It just comes back. It's like
you hear its voice.
Michael
and it
Afton.
Says, "I always come."
Yeah, it's back. Michael Afton. I always come back.
It's not even the right person. That's not even the right person. Fucking Mike Traps.
Yeah, Michael's the bad guy all along. Remember that, James?
Yeah, Michael Springtrap.
He's helping William Afton. Anyway, Rooster Teeth. It's
what?
been bought or something. I heard something about it, James. It's like back or it's going to be back, something like that. What is it, James? You inform me. You're the Rooster Teeth head, so.
Rooster Teeth has come back just in time to join Multiverses.
Multiverses in the grave.
They were literally going to put Ruby Rose in Multiverses, by the way, but because now Warner Brothers no longer legally owns Ruby, they can't.
Cool.
Which I think is pretty funny. But yeah, so
I mean, that's fine.
Bernie,
what even
Bernie
is
Burns. I'm talking. Bernie Burns.
Go ahead.
What? Bernie Burns. I'm going to say it one more time. Bernie Burns. One of the co-founders of Rooster Teeth, who had left the company, I think back in I think it was 2021, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if it's just pre-pandemic or not, because it was like it wasn't as long ago as you would think, but it is quite a long time. But he had left the company and had not done any content with them back up until last year for the final season of Red vs. Blue, where he flew back to Austin, Texas, because he now lives in Ireland and is a legal citizen of Ireland.
He lives in Ireland? He's an Irishman?
Ireland. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, he's a legal citizen of Ireland, I believe now, and has been living there for the past couple of years since he quit. Quit. No, actually, he didn't quit. He retired, technically.
Well, which one is it, James? You gonna make up your mind anytime
I don't
today,
know, man. I don't know. I'm just thinking about Ireland.
You were thinking how funny the people over there look, don't you? That's really messed up.
How funny they sounded.
How funny they sound. I can't understand them. It's like they don't even speak English.
Mod sound them.
Jarvis.
Yeah, so Jarvis sound. We need to make that a GIF. So let me be clear. Rooster Teeth shut down last year, and we're now a dead property owned by Warner Brothers that was doing nothing.
Cool.
So Warner Brothers gave away a lot of the sub properties of Rooster Teeth. You know, Ruby, a lot of the podcast networks and other shows, Screw Attack, Death Battle. Yeah,
you mean
a
like
lot of
give away
shows.
Or like sell? Like, do they make money off of it?
They don't make money off it anymore. Like, they literally sold away the rights and name to that stuff because it was dead already. So they were like, we don't want this.
Oh, they were just like, you can have it.
They were kind of like, you can have it, and kind of like, you got to buy it for a price.
Well, I mean, those are okay.
Well, no, I mean like some properties they were like you can have, and then some properties they were like you got to buy for a price.
Oh,
That's
I
what I'm
see. They
saying.
were like, Ruby,
Not all of
that
them.
shit's terrible. Go ahead, just take it.
No,
Like, I'll pay you.
they made Viz by Ruby.
I will pay you to take this off of me. Thank you.
Uh, Bernie Burns just the other day. Let
Yeah,
me chronicle the day of its rebirth actually by scrolling back up to when I sent you the GIF of he's back. The
sure.
5th of February. Remember, February 5th, much like January 6th,
February 5th, the day when
in the same
spring,
light.
first day of spring. That's right. Go ahead.
The first day of Rooster spring teeth.
The
Uh,
first day when it hits 70 degrees outside.
the first day when the planes crashed. The end of times. Rooster Teeth was bought by Bernie Burns, who announced this by driving to Austin, Texas, and visiting the old studio grounds.
Whoa, he drove from
And
Ireland all the way to Texas?
I know he drove underwater.
That's insane.
I know he's a kind of a crazy guy. He owns a Tesla
He
after
sounds
all.
he sounds a little goofy. That's
He
all.
owns a Tesla after all. So I mean, you gotta be crazy to do that with them blowing up like that.
Oh, I see. He's a
And other
Tesla
reasons.
owner.
Yeah, he was like actually one of the first.
Oh, really?
Like, I think he genuinely is like one of the first 100 people to own a Tesla vehicle or something.
Well, that's quite an achievement there.
Yeah, Bernie's rich.
I
He's got money.
I will never live it down the fact that, I own EVs, and William makes fun of me all the time for it. Like, he sends me so many gifts because he's like he's more of like a gas car fanatic. The people who just really like gas cars.
I'm not too surprised that William is very hyped about the fact that he's bad for the environment.
Well,
you,
I mean,
you aren't hitting me with too many surprises when you reveal that to me.
well, it's not just that. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of like it's just, I guess you're just into it or you're not. I don't understand it, but he just likes the sound of loud engines and stuff like that. I don't really
I
get
get
it.
that, but it's just so funny that he's like,
He always
electric
sends me
vehicle
memes.
nerd. I love gas.
He always sends me
I love
memes
the
of
smell
like
of it burning in the atmosphere. I love the
I love the sound of my engine when it sounds like a nuclear reactor about to explode. So he sends me a bunch of memes made by like these by a bunch of those car fanatics, and they hate EVs. Like they just absolutely hate them.
How does
So
it make you feel?
I don't care. I'll drive whatever I want to.
I don't care, he says caringly.
I don't care, says Dumbledore calmly. So yeah, he sent me one of them the other day that was like it was like this clip of of like a Pacific Islander just eating like the biggest banana I've ever seen. It was like it was humongous, and it covered his like whole mouth, and he's like just eating it like just straight on, and the title is just like EV owners. And now that was like it. It's to imply that they're gay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you got that, but I was.
Thanks. The subtlety really went over my head until you very bluntly told me it.
Yeah, I mean, well,
would
you
never
weren't
pick
saying
it up.
anything, so I was like, all right.
I was laughing. I was like, I do that.
You eat comically large bananas.
How'd you know?
You can make a career out of doing that, James. Just make TikToks of you eating comically large things.
Yeah,
And
nobody
I'm
wants
almost
to see me do
100%
that.
sure you'll get way more views
Kitty,
than.
nobody wants to see me do that.
Yes, they do. I want to see you doing that.
Okay, a hyper specific audience of people want to see me do that, and I don't want to cater to that. Much like I stopped drawing feet to stop catering to people.
Yeah, sure. That's the reason why you stopped. And not because
Hey, they're hard to draw as well.
It's not. Yeah, I was about to make that. I was about to say like, oh, you're just a terrible artist. That's why you can't draw them.
It's a little bit of both.
I'm glad you went to. I'm glad you got to that point before I got there.
I can tell where you're going. I can read your mind after all.
Yeah,
I can predict
but Bernie Burns, world first Tesla owner.
Yeah. The world first Tesla owner. He bought Rooster Teeth and he filmed a skit of going back to Austin, Texas, where he went into the empty warehouses of Rooster Teeth, saying, "Guys, I'm back. I just got the milk."
You know what? Tell the story. I'll be back in like 30 seconds because I do have to leave my chair.
I'm gonna literally say nothing for the next 30 seconds.
But don't make any satanic rituals, all right? I'll be right back.
So while Jay's gone, I'm going to actually talk about a very serious political problem. Donald Trump has said that he wants to literally level Gaza and Palestine, which is an insane thing. And people are like, oh no, he's promising to let people back in, but he's literally not. He wants to actually keep them out. And if anything, he wants to employ them. It is an insane situation. I'm genuinely baffled by it. And it blows my mind. And they want to spend, I think, like 30 something billion on doing this. And people are actually want this to happen. And it's like, what happened to us not spending money on foreign countries? It blows my fucking mind that we're about to spend this much money. Hey, Jay!
I'm back. Did you count that? That was 30 seconds, right?
I did. I totally counted it out the whole time and said nothing else.
Okay, continue your story then.
Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. So the nukes are dropping.
So we're going to war with Russia.
So I pick up my M16 and I just start blasting.
There's a high probability of us meeting Kiri on the battlefield. Okay, we're both drafted, no hard feelings, nothing personal. I give him a little high five before I stick a 6-inch knife into the back of his neck.
As you do it, you whisper Sigma.
As I do that, I'm mogging and I trace my jawline after.
No, you're mogging. I walk up behind you and start tracing your jawline for you as you focus on continuously stabbing it. Hand on shoulder, start tracing jawline. He films a coming back video as a skit of like, hey, where did everybody go? So to sum it up, Bernie Burns owns the name Rooster Teeth and the company of Rooster Teeth, and any properties that are involved with the name Rooster Teeth, but not stuff like Ruby, not stuff like the 100% Eat, aka Face Jam. He doesn't own the Regulation podcast. He doesn't own Best Friends Today. He doesn't own Funhouse. He doesn't own I don't know, I can't think of any other small groups. But like he doesn't own any of those other small groups anymore, just anything that had the name Rooster Teeth to do with it.
Okay.
So this does potentially mean that he owns Dead Little Roosters, at least, still the video series. But it doesn't seem like he's
probably cool.
It's actually a really fun meta series where they play themselves within the world, and it is like a murder mystery thing.
I see.
Unfortunately, the first season heavily involves Ryan Haywood.
Very nice.
Because this was years before anything came out.
And then the Ryan Haywood, season, what was his nickname?
Pedophile.
I don't know about that one, but...
Did he?
Yeah.
Borderline.
Mr. Freak Off himself.
Borderline with the, Edgar's the one in the whole fucking business. But yeah, he's very involved with the first season. So if like you don't want to see that, it's a good season too. Josh Flanagan is an incredible director.
Of course. Unfortunately, every good thing just always has to have a pedophile in there.
I don't know why these things are the way they are.
It's hands up COD emote. Just has to be. Jarvis, send him a COD emote.
Hands up in that one fucking Among Us ripoff game. Not my fault. Second season features him less, but he's still in it, but it's also still a good season. And this is where they reach out to a lot of corners of the company to bring people in. Funhouse this is where they stop playing themselves mostly. And a lot of people reprise their roles. Actually, Chris Damaris plays himself, I think, in all 3 seasons, which is very funny. But he dies, I think, in every season too, which is very funny as well.
He dies canonically.
Canonically, he dies 3 times, but he's playing himself every time. But Funhouse play gay German, because the second season's about a group of assassins, and they're the German assassins, and they're gay
Classroom
discotheque.
of the Assassination. You're right.
Yes, Classroom of the Assassination. That's exactly it. And they're a discotheque German boy band, but they're all very visibly not boys because it's Funhouse. So they're all like they're men that look like they're in their 30s.
Men who look like they work at a construction site.
It's very good. It's a very good bit.
When I heard that Rooster Teeth was coming back, I heard the news that they were coming back, but I always have my doubts. But I was really, really excited for you to talk about all those comments that you just pick at your peeves all the time again. They're the ones that are like, who are these guys? Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna go if they made a new video. I was gonna go there and comment. I don't know who any of these guys are. Who are these people?
That's even funnier because the literal only two employees are Bernie and his wife has worked there for like most of the company's existence. And
Yeah, and then you're
him and
gonna
his
start to
wife,
play
the two
like, oh my
employees.
god, this. Could you not know who this is? This person's been working in the company ever since its creation.
That's still the funny thing is that like I don't know who any of these people are. When did you stop watching? I stopped watching a month ago. When they were hosting it still? Like it's people that are just like I don't know who these people are. What? Okay. When did you just stop watching? And then it lines up when they're still working there and being on camera
Yeah, I
as
mean,
a common occurrence. It's just
I'm surprised you haven't still haven't found
anyways,
my comment on one of their videos that I said, who are these clowns?
you left a comment on one of their
I said,
videos.
who are these clowns? But instead of clowns, I just put the clown emoji on the side. You know,
Which
that was
video
my
is
comment.
it? Which video is it?
It's just some random video. I don't remember.
You don't remember the thumbnail or
Yeah,
anything?
but I was just
You don't
like,
want to give you don't want
I
to give
was
me a clue?
no, I was like,
I'll just look through your comment history on YouTube. It's okay.
oh, can you do that? I don't think you can.
You can do that.
It's
You
not
can look
mine.
through
Mine
people's
are not
comment
public.
history.
Mine are not public.
You sure about that? I'm looking through them right now. A lot of slurs.
Jarvis, send him a COD emote.
Jarvis, hands up.
Jarvis, put my hands up.
But yeah, Bernie wants to. He's said that they want to start production. I think by July 2025.
Production of what?
Multiple new projects. They've announced an audio drama that they're going to be doing. They're going to be
ASMR
doing.
drama?
Fuck off. They're going to be doing.
God, it sounds like it's a new thing, man. You gotta spice up the ASMR genre a little bit.
Bernie is actually a huge ASMR fan, so I wouldn't be surprised
Really?
if he
He
ever
is?
did. He is. He loves ASMR. They
He
literally made
loves
a
listening
whole
to
show.
ASMR in his Tesla. His brand,
He does.
his
They
number one owned Tesla.
they literally made a whole short limited series about Bernie and Gavin traveling to India to have the most ASMR experience with a head massage.
Yeah, a spiritual awakening, you know?
It literally was, and I think it's like a 5 episode miniseries too of them traveling there. Or no, I think it's a movie, and so I think it's like over an hour long or something. I can't remember if it was like cut up into 5 parts or if it was a full movie, but it's so funny that he just made a tax write-off of his like journey because he wanted a head massage to cure his ASMR.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm planning a vacation to India, but I would like to write it off, so let's make a video about it.
And I want to be taking Gavin free with me. Why? Because he's Gavin.
And who wants to go with me? And the guy's like, oh, me, sir, me, pick me, sir.
bruv. Oi, bruv.
Oi,
Me,
bruv.
mate.
Oi,
Oi,
bruv.
bruv.
Won't you take me?
Hey, listen.
Don't you remember last Tuesday when I helped you with that one project?
I literally just
That's
started
exactly what he sounds like, by the way.
It's exactly what it sounds like. I've literally just started referring to British people as oi bruvs.
Yeah.
This night on the stream, I was talking about Sniper Elite, and I was like, "Oh yeah, when you play the Axis invasion mode, you play as the Germans, and you get to hunt down the oi bruvs.
You get to hunt
Plays
down
an
the
oi bruv
bruvs.
sniper. He plays an oi bruv sniper with the way. But
You get to hunt down the blokes.
the blokes, the Crips
The
and
British
blokes.
people always have the funniest names for dudes and people. Dude is boring. Bruvs. No, that's the real
Bruv,
one.
bloke.
Bloke. Do they have
slag.
anything else? I thought they had one more. I was just forgetting.
Cunt.
No, that's Australian.
No, it's also British.
Yeah, but it's
You're
mostly
turned off.
Australian. Sorry,
So-
New Zealand.
No,
I know they love it when you mix them up with Australians.
they really love it.
Yeah, it's their favorite thing.
The Kiwis love when you do that to them. He's also doing a recreation of his first ever feature film, which was like a small or short film, I believe. But it's in 1997, I think he said he made it.
Yeah.
And that Matt Hullum, one of the other founders, is coming back to help him direct and create it.
Very nice.
And they have a couple other projects that they haven't announced yet. But it seems like it's going to be going back to being just a kind of standard production group, but on a smaller basis, which I'm cool with.
That's nice. Hey, you can apply to the new Rooster Teeth, see if you get in.
Yeah, probably be told, no, we're not hiring.
You get
and then
told,
I see other
no.
people get hired.
Yeah, if you should get hired, go on to one of their new like podcasts that they make, and then you'll be the receiving end of those comments being like, who is this guy? And then it'll actually be justified because you're new. You have no idea.
But then I'll be like, I've been here.
Yeah, and then you'll hit them with the gaslight, like, I've been working here for 14
I've
plus
been here
years.
for so long. How do you not remember me? It's me.
It's me.
Boy, bro.
Ryan.
It's me. You know his real name is James.
Ryan Haywood? Is that like his middle name or something? Or
no, he when he was younger, he was a model, so he changed his name because he didn't like how James Haywood sounded, so he was Ryan Haywood.
What's wrong with James Haywood?
I don't know, but his real name is James, and it's kind of fucked me up whenever.
Even better.
Because people just started referring to him as James post fact, so I was like, "What the fuck?" People would just start saying James, and I'm like, "What
yeah, I've started seeing you in a worse light now, James, because
Oi, bruv.
You want me to start calling you Jimmy now from now on? We can do that. No. You sure?
I hate that name. Call me.
I thought you were okay with that nickname. I literally never have heard anyone else but me call you James, except for like Noah, maybe.
It's because I introduced everybody in high school to me as like James, but like people who knew me still called me Jimmy, so other people just called me Jimmy too.
Very nice.
I prefer to be called Jimmy 3 though.
Okay. Jimmy 3.
God damn it.
I don't know if you got that reference.
I didn't even mean it like that, but just your cadence. I don't know anything else. Just like Jimmy 3.
My cadence was on point. You know that reference. But we're not going to explain it. So let's move on.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what Bernie Sanders has to do with the new Rooster Teeth company that he bought. So
I want this company to be,
and I want 40 new projects. All of them new people, different faces.
I'm once again asking you to help me fund my independent short films.
I need you to help me.
Red and blue characters in a box canyon in the far off future.
I need you to help me film my new ASMR drama of me going to India, getting more head massages, more neck massages, more back massages.
We are once again hiring Oybruv Gavin to come with us.
8D surround sound audio, 360 video.
Feel the massage at home yourself.
That's what he sounds like, by the way.
And this is what RFK said. Just a reminder.
Yeah.
They did the hearing to allow RFK into government, and Bernie Sanders was talking to him. Bernie Sanders was talking to RFK, and I genuinely just kind of sat there and I was like, "This is just a sideshow of people's goofy voices."
Of course. I mean, some of the most prominent people in history.
You, Mr. RFK, yes, I hear you saying my name.
Listen, historical figures always have to have goofy voices. They just do.
What was Abraham Lincoln's voice?
I don't know. No one's heard.
Oi, bruv.
Imagine he was British. He goes, oi, bruv. You want to go watch the theater with me on Tuesday?
I'm George Washington, and I'm leading you across the ocean blue.
My name, I forgot his name.
My name is Jeff.
Well, you're going to stay in tune with Rooster Teeth news from now on now, or?
Yeah.
Is that era of your life over? Like, are you done, finished, moved on?
JD, I've literally never grown up. You know this.
Well, I mean, I know it, but, one can hope.
As much as you wish it to be.
One can hope.
I have to disappoint.
I'm just human. I can dream.
I'm only human.
I'm only human. You know who isn't human? 4 people.
Bruv.
4 people that we have to talk about. And they might be fantastic. Wait, say that again? I forgot what the line he says. All I remember is, wait, say that again.
You want me to do it, and you'll be say that again?
Yeah, I'll be Reed Richards.
Okay. Hey,
wait,
Reed.
Say that again?
I didn't. Hey, Reed, you know what you did out there? It was pretty fantastic.
Wait, say that again?
It's fantastic.
I got it. We can be the Fantastic title drop. The new Fantastic Four movie show. I don't know what it is. It's a movie.
Yeah.
The new movie trailer dropped. I watched it and it looked
location again like that.
It looked.
What'd you think of it? What'd you think of it?
It looked really goofy.
You know, shit.
My first reaction, I left a comment. It was a pinned comment, by the way. My comment on the trailer was, "Who are these people? I've never seen them before."
I would love if that was true.
No, I mean, I thought it looked. I didn't really have any crazy thoughts about it. I didn't think it looked bad, but I also am not super excited to see it.
Guess what?
We're not going to see it.
Chicken butt.
I really wish they put.
You gotta subvert expectations sometimes.
Yeah. So apparently it's like set in like it's like set in like 1763, way back then, and
1760.
Yeah, somewhere around the early 1600s, and it just it's old. That's another thing that I think I don't really relate to, because
Well, you're from the 70s, right?
I'm from the 77s. It was like there was like a definitive moment. It was like overnight. Like 70, it was 76 one night and it was just full of the old stuff. And then like overnight 77 hit,
Oh, you know what they call that?
What do they call it?
I don't know. That's what I was asking.
The bite of 77. That's what they call
it. Yeah, this is an alternate universe from the main MCU timeline, where there are no heroes, and it's like a techno future, atomic punk kind of world where it's like consistently 1960s all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the Fantastic Four exist, and I really like the cast set. What do you think?
The cast for it?
Yeah,
I think I remember you telling me something way back when about not liking the costume design, and after I saw the trailer, I definitely see what you mean. It's bad.
I don't like it on Johnny, but I like it everybody else's. But Reed is like almost lacking color, because I noticed everybody has a unique suit, and like design to their suits, and I don't mind that. But I don't like the boxy squareness of Johnny's, and I don't like that Reed has no color except for blue, because I think it throws it off from everybody else's look.
Do the other ones have different colors, or aren't they all just blue and white?
They all have blue and white, but Reed's has no white. It just is blue.
Oh, really?
Or at least it doesn't have like the whiteness of like everybody else's, because like Sue has the white neck collar and like kind of pushing out, and then like some other areas. His, I don't believe, has any white outside of maybe the gloves and boots.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with the cast. I always love to see Pascal in any of in any work. So despite the fact I haven't actually seen him in any of the movies, so any movies or shows he's been in.
I like how Ben Grimm looks.
I think I like the look of like a bigger, buffer thing more than the one they show. But
that's the biggest, buffest thing we've gotten, though.
Really? I mean, I thought the one in the last Fantastic Four was bigger.
Maybe he was
buffer.
A little buffer. I think this. Maybe this
I also
one.
like that
this one
naked.
is actually a little more square.
I actually don't like when the thing is like wearing a shirt.
Please no! Don't step on the keyboard. You're clicking every button on the keyboard. Oh my god! She turned on so many things.
I don't like it when
the fuck out of my desk.
I don't like it when the thing is wearing a shirt.
I like it because I think it's going to play into him being disgusted with himself, you know, which I think is a
Yeah,
natural
but I don't relate to
characteristic of the
that really.
thing.
That's a terrible character arc.
I relate to it.
That was my setup for you, Jay. Like you got to come in on that. But
I
yeah, I don't know. It
do.
just feels weird seeing seeing him with like his uniform has the shirt, or it has like yeah, he's got like the suit on, the full body suit. So it just looks a little weird to me. Maybe I'll get used to it.
All fairness, I never liked the just pants, but I do prefer. I'm not gonna say I don't like the shirt. It's just I wish they would have done maybe something different.
They could have given him a wife beater. Wife
Yeah,
beater.
the wife beater is classic. The
Four.
wife beater is classic.
That would have been like chef's kiss. I think he has the belt, right? Does he have the belt?
I'm trying to. Jesus Christ! Why can't I find a picture on Google of this? This is.
I mean,
so
it's just a thumbnail of the trailer. I think it's just.
I'm just trying to find it. Nowhere on fucking. Okay, here we go. Jesus, I don't know why it took so long. Okay, so yeah, he's got the belt on. And yeah, I was right. Rita, he only has the white on his gloves and like belt and boots. But everybody else has like
he's wearing like this white on the belt, gloves, boots. Yeah. Weird. It's weird. And like this, I've seen two different trailer shots of this, and one of them he's got a white collar, and the other one he doesn't. That's weird.
of Reed.
Yeah.
It could be an edited picture from like a trailer that you saw.
Yeah, it might be.
Which I wouldn't mind. Again,
I'll go for the official teaser thumbnail, which is the one that shows all four of them standing next to each other. Dude, the thing is like, that's what I realized so when I said depressed. When I wished he was bigger and buffer, is that he's kind of short.
He's like Hulk size.
Yeah, he's like
MCU
Hulk stocky. Size. He's not MCU Hulk sized.
I'm not gonna lie, they've made Hulk smaller, JD. He is.
Really? Is that
they've made
one?
With Professor Hulk? He's gotten like significantly smaller. I think he's only a little taller than the Thing.
What I'm looking at is that the Thing is shorter than Susan Storm, by the way.
Yeah, but look behind, like look at where they're placed. He's placed further behind her on the scale. Like Joseph Quinn is also behind and is not shorter than Pedro.
Yeah, but
Pascal.
he's not like 5 feet behind her. He's like standing like a couple paces behind her.
Well, yeah, but it is a low camera angle with the Thing behind her. I think they do have a group shot somewhere maybe where it shows off that he's taller. I can't remember exactly.
He is pretty wide though. I think I do like that.
He's a wide boy.
He is wide.
He's a white boy. But yeah, I like the way he looks, and I like that it is like a truly comic accurate like head.
I know they wanted to go comic accurate because I was like, I've seen this somewhere before, and it was in the old comics. The thing looks like the old comic Thing.
It's literally the original Jack Kirby styled Thing, which I do
he's got like the gorilla eyebrow line.
The fucking huge monobrow, the little tiny human eyes.
Tiny, like small, flat nose.
I love it, but it's also, I will say, I don't know why. In the trailer, we never saw Pedro Pascal use his stretching.
That's right. I saw all of the other powers, just not his.
I saw somebody say that he doesn't use, like, their theory is that he doesn't use his as a punishment to, like, doing this to everyone, so he's trying to, like, fix it rather than, like, you know.
Dude, in this universe, Reed Richards didn't get powers. He's the only one with no powers. That's why his suit was so lame compared to the other one.
I was going to say, that would be so lame if that was the actual case.
You know why? Because he's not Reed Richards. He's the maker.
Oh, you know who actually should be the maker?
Who?
The Reed Richards from the last movie.
Really?
Miles
oh yeah, that would fit.
He's so good. Well, firstly, because that movie is really close to the Ultimate Comics version of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And Maker is the Ultimate Comics Mr. Fantastic. But also, I can't really imagine any of the other Mr. Fantastics playing it. And I know they want it to be a prior actor.
Man, I don't know, Reed.
He'd be really great.
I don't know what we're really making here. Wait, say that again?
Shut up. You know, Reed, you kind of
everyone hated that movie, but I remember watching Reed, it not hating it.
You're making me angry, Reed. Say that again, Ben.
Wait, say it's just the way he says that because it reminded me of that bit we were doing in Poppy Playtime of the what do you think about that?
What do you think about that?
Anyway, I just wanted to add some garlic to the conversation, add a little bit of zest, you know. It's not that your sauce. It's not that your sauce is bad.
He says zip. It's not zest. He says zip. It's a very specific language he uses.
Sorry, it's just I'm not used to old time language.
Have you seen the show Bear?
No.
So Ebon Moss, I think, got really popularized from the TV show Bear, where he does play a chef. Yeah. And his character and the main character, Carmine, they call him Carmy.
Carmine is his name?
Not Ebon Moss, the guy who plays Thing, but the main character's name is Carmine. I can't remember
main character name. Ebon Carmine.
Shut up! It's Ebon Moss.
Wait, say that again.
Ebon Moss plays Richie. So Richie and Carmine, they call each other cousin a lot, and because they're cousins, but also they have thick accents, thick New Jersey accents, and so it's really good because it's like when I heard that he was cast as a Thing, a lot of my worry over who they would choose went away because I'm like, this guy is gonna kill it, and everyone's like, he just has a normal voice, and I'm like, yeah, because that's just him talking. Yeah, literally just wait for him to start fucking crashing out and you're gonna be like, oh, this is the Thing.
Is the Thing supposed to have like a gravelly voice?
That's like people making Professor X British. He's from New York. He's from New York. He's not from England. He's
maybe he was born in New York from a British family who moved there. Like, there you go.
I mean, that was literally what they made up later on because they were like, the British accent became so normalized. But no, he is just from New York. The Thing never was like canonized to have that gravelly voice that was just always chosen by fans because, you know, like that was the voice given to him in the original cartoon and like all other adaptations.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard Thing talk with such a normal voice. It just sounded a bit weird to me.
Have you ever imagined a Thing being more capable?
Well, first off, you look at the Thing, and then he opens his mouth and he's like, "This sauce is pretty good. What do you think about that?"
Well, he does have like a bit of a deep voice-ish.
Yeah, but it's just a normal voice.
He just wants to add a little bit of a zip to his accent.
Hey, listen, I'm just gonna add some garlic in here, get a little bit of zip, and then wait, say that again.
What?
The fantastic zip.
He just wants to add a bit of a zip.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did it wrong. I'm trying to find the picture of the Thing dressed all fancily, like saying "Indeed" or something, because the joke was going to be, "Can you imagine anyone more perfect to play the Thing than the guy who can say Indeed?" But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think he looks great. I think there's worse looking things.
Is making it? Is Marvel making it?
Yeah, because they own the rights to the Fantastic Four now, so they are absolutely in charge of making this. Let's see who the director is.
Were they planning on making the Fantastic Four join the MCU at some point, or is it just going to be its own thing?
Everyone's pretty sure that's how this is going to end.
Yeah, it's going to end with Galactus dying, and then he opens a portal through his death, and then right through it, the Maker steps through, which is the actor from the previous Fantastic Four, and he goes, "Say that again."
I am a little worried that that's going to be the case.
I would give the movie a 10 out of 10 if that happened.
I mean, to be fair, the first time the Fantastic Four beat Galactus, it was because Reed Richards played a prank on him, essentially. But that's also because that was like the original.
Yeah, he killed Galactus with cringe. You're right.
Oh, so the director of that, he's mostly a TV show director, it looks like. Mm-hmm. But he's done a lot of really great episodes of TV shows, including The Boys, JD.
Okay.
Season 1, episode 2 of The Boys.
Wow, my favorite episode of The Boys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It looks like he directed every episode of WandaVision, so that's not too bad. I actually like that show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's mostly a TV show director. It doesn't look like he did a lot of movies.
Well, I mean, I think we can expect some good stuff.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be really good. I'm excited. I'm actually looking forward to this, unlike that fucking Captain America movie.
Yeah, I know you're going to be angry when everyone's like, dude, Captain America is like, it's the start of It's like we're so back with Captain America.
Oh, people are already saying that, and I couldn't give less of a shit. Because I'm going to be honest, they saw some of the scenes that were put out, and I was just like, oh my god, it's it's unfortunately looks like it's plagued by the current era of there is no moment of breath. It's quips.
Awesome.
Because
I
a
love
character
that.
does like a cool scene where he like beats up like a bunch of people, and then he like pauses, hits a pose, and then he looks around, he's like, huh, and no one was there to see me do it.
Well, see, you
I look like
see,
a dork.
Spider-Man. That's something that Spider-Man always does, and Spider-Man's really
Yeah,
popular, so everyone
I
needs to do it.
I
Okay,
really love when when everybody's Spider-Man, nobody's
nobody
Spider-Man.
will be.
Dude, it's
When everyone
so
is Spider-Man, Lotus, no one will be.
no,
No.
no. Uh,
Yeah,
man,
I can't wait to see them fight Silver Surfer and Galactus again.
hey, we only ever saw him fight Silver Surfer last time. Now we get to see him fight
No, no, no. They did fight Galactus in one of the movies.
yeah,
What
they
were the
fight at a
Fantastic
cloud.
Four?
They fight at a cloud in the sky.
That was Galactus. So you know that Galactus
Oh,
isn't just a dude. He could be like a weird black cloud tornado mouth thing.
oh, JD, we know who the Silver Surfer actor is. Do you
Do
remember
we?
that Wolfman trailer that we saw that we were like, it's Bigfoot?
Um, yeah,
It's the blonde lady from it.
that's the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
The blonde lady.
Yeah, the mom.
Wait, the Silver Surfer is a girl this time?
Yeah, I believe it's I think by the name of it, I'm gonna Google it, but Shalabal, I believe, is the name of Silver Surfer's wife. So I believe it's supposed to be, and she was one of Galactus's heralds too, so that's not too surprising.
Okay, Marvel Rivals, if you're up there listening to me, I
I
need
need
you
it.
I need you to put in Silver Surfer into the game, but not the Silver Surfer you're thinking of.
I need it to be Shalabal.
Wait, say that again. Shall
Shalabal.
and I need her to
Looks
be
like she
OP.
was. Looks like she started as like I think the golden, glide like golden something. She
Yeah,
has a very golden appearance and flies around without a surfboard. But then later on, there's a lot of pictures of her as a silver surfing woman.
she wasn't
So
the
yeah,
Golden Surfer. She was the
sh- golden glider, but that's DC.
Golden Glider turns
That's a
into the
DC
Silver
character.
Surfer.
That's a DC character, so I didn't want to say that name. I was trying to think of anything else, but yeah, it looks like she's the wife of the Silver Surfer who became the Silver Surfer instead of Ebon Ball or whatever his fucking name is.
Right.
But yeah, that casting looks pretty good. She's a good actress, so I'm not too surprised that she got it.
Hmm.
Ralph Ineson as Galactus, I think, is like one of the best castings ever, and I think he's gonna get so lost in all the CGI.
Yeah, he's gonna show up, and his acting as Galactus is gonna be like, I want to eat that world. I'm going to eat that world, and then you're
It's
gonna turn to me in the movie theater. You're gonna turn to me, and you're gonna be like, I swear he's way better than this.
No, he is, and I fear that it's only going to be a voice that you can really make out from the everything about him. It's
Yeah, that'd
just
be the
going to be
first
a
time I've seen
voice.
Galactus talk.
It really is going to be, and it's going to be so crazy because like, why have we put it off so much?
It's just
You know, Galactus,
Galactus is a big dude, man. You know, it's hard to put him in there.
he can change his size, by the way. That's why he's as big as the Statue of Liberty.
No, he can't. He can just be a dude. He has to be the
No,
big dude.
no, he
Okay.
has.
You said he couldn't be the big storm thing in Fantastic Four, so
That doesn't make any sense. Oh, he has appeared in the MCU actually.
oh, has he?
Yeah, he was a wow. He was a Lincoln You'll Miss It character in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I see why I've never seen him then.
He was on Yondu's crew as a pilot. Okay, I literally just rewatched that the other day. I was like, I wonder why I recognize that guy. It's because he's fucking Ralph Ineson. Why did he do that? Why did he do that part? That doesn't. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
why.
get
I mean,
caught
I
up on
still haven't
that.
seen it. I haven't seen any of the Guardians of the Galaxy, so.
Well, we'll watch them. That way,
Um,
you have all the info you need for Fantastic Four.
I don't think I
We'll
need
watch every
to.
movie.
Yeah, I don't think I need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy for Fantastic Four,
No.
unless at the end of the movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, opens up a portal through it, and then Thor jumps out. He's fully naked, and he's even buffer than when he was in Love and Thunder. And he goes, that you flicked too hard. And then Reed Richards is like, who are you? And he's like, I'm Thor, Odinson. And he goes, say that again.
No, 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 no,
And
no, no, no,
then Fantastic Four will return in the MCU. That's that title screen.
no.
Also, seeing this weird like, Thunderbolts thing.
Oh yeah, Thunderbolts is coming out. That's another one I'm looking forward to. Even though it's not the Thunderbolts, it's Dark Avengers.
Sure, buddy.
Don't get me started.
Sure, buddy. Just like how
Don't get
Mirage
me
isn't Mirage and it's
started.
actually Hot
It's
Rod or
not.
whatever, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's Mirage has Hot Rod's okay, but that one.
sure,
So that
buddy.
one's not even a thing of like, oh, it has its personality. This one is just literally. This is the cast from the Dark Avenger comics that they called the Thunderbolts. They even added the Sentry, and it confirms it even more that it's just supposed to be a Dark Avengers movie because they also
Yeah,
added a
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Tell it to the judge.
Here's the thing. They added an asterisk to the title, which incites that it's not the actual name, which is so weird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell it to the judge.
He ruled me crazy.
Yeah, he judged you guilty. End
He
of
just killed
discussion.
manslaughter.
Guilty of manslaughter. Your sentence is death.
He said, "You, sir, Cory Booker, too. You do not get to build your fort of cardboard boxes to hide away from me while you're in the other room."
Yeah, so can't wait to go watch. Is there a date for Fantastic Four or?
There certainly is.
Oh, in theaters July 25th.
I was about to check it.
Mhm. Yeah, so I guess July 25th. Sometime after that, expect a Fantastic Four review, I guess. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about, James, before I dive into my weird birthday party I went to?
Oh yeah, I started playing Sniper Elite. That's pretty cool.
I did see that. I hopped into your stream for like a second, and then I left.
Yeah, you banned a guy and said nothing to me.
Yeah, I did. He deserved it.
He did. I'm not denying that. It's just you didn't say anything to me. I was like, "Oh, JD," and you just ignored me. You walked on like I wasn't there, like I was trash in the gutter.
Exactly. I don't know old you. How do you feel about that?
I pay you every month. I've given.
This is the work that I get after paying you?
I fund your ability to do the things you do. But it's pretty fun. It has a new game mode called Axis Invasion, where you can just join into random people's single player campaigns and you get to hunt them down.
What the?
It's pretty cool. Because
That is the griefiest mode I've ever heard of.
So good, dude. My very first game. I spawned in and I'm like, okay, where is he? And then I saw the fucking trails of his sniper shots and I hunted his ass down across the map. And I got on a fucking little cliff and I scoped up and I was about to shoot, but it's a teammate I was scoped in on. And then he gets shot. I fucking pan up and I see the other guy scoped at me and I got it faster. And I ended his campaign right there.
Dark Souls shit where you could just invade other people's.
kill.
You just invade other people's campaign and then kill them to fucking
It's so good.
set them back.
And it's one shot kill. So if you nail them,
If you nail them, you nail them. They're nailed.
If you die, if you gotta fight, you gotta fight.
If you die, if you're killed, you die.
You gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Yes, I went to a birthday party the other day.
You went out in the world?
Yeah, it was my aunt's birthday party. You know which aunt I'm talking about.
Yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, it's
The
your
one who
favorite.
loves me.
The Albertsons one. So she had her birthday party, and of course,
No other distinguishing feature.
being family, we went there, right? And the thing about my aunt is that
The thing.
well, the thing
Say
about
it
my
again.
family,
Say it.
a little bit of zip.
Zip, because I don't think it's good.
James, you need to zip it, okay?
Oh, hey, cousin.
The thing
what's
about my
this?
family is that we kind of take birthday parties and stuff like that. We kind of like to keep it with just family members. So like,
You like to keep it in the family?
yeah, basically like to keep it in the family, you know? We don't really appreciate like associates of ours coming to parties like that.
So that's why they got mad at me when I showed up.
Friends are okay. I think, you know, if you've been friends for a long time, it's okay. But the thing with my aunt is that they're just strangers at the birthday party. And when I mean strangers, I mean people that we've never seen before, ever. And it happens every single birthday party for my aunt. Just a new group of people, never seen them before. And you know, my aunt calls them friends. And she has,
I was going to say the White Devils.
yeah, the White Devils. James, you would have fit in there pretty well. Actually, I was thinking about calling you over because it's kind of close to us. And you could have just walked in. You go knock knock. Let the devil in, and then you walk in
What's
there.
up?
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
you need that cork popped? I can do
So yeah,
that myself.
they're my
I can
aunts.
buddy it off.
They're my aunt's friends, but I put that in
Oh.
quotations because you know never seen them before. And there's a couple people there. So first off, these friends, one of them is that they all seem like pretty decent people actually. Like they're not like terrible people or anything. They're just strangers. One of them is like this old woman in a wheelchair. One of your least favorite kind of people, James. And
Old woman.
no, people in wheelchairs.
Old white women.
And
old
I
white
shit
women
you
in
not,
wheelchairs.
my aunt introduced her as my friend from Albertsons.
Yes.
So they met at their local Albertsons, and that's how my aunt knows her. And so she sits in there. She's pushed by I don't know who it is, but the old woman has like a friend or has a friend pushing her in, and he seems like pretty cool. So yeah, his name was Tyrone.
Like a pretty chill dude.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't talk a lot, but he seemed pretty chill. And then there was one other person, some Chinese guy. I think I've seen him before, actually. That might be a dude
They all look the same to you, Jamie?
I've never talked to him, but he looked familiar to me. He sounded familiar to me. And then there was a real estate agent. He was the real estate agent that helped my grandmother get like her new house or something, sell her new house. And I guess he just shows up to the birthday party. He's like, hey, we're friends. So, okay. The real estate agent is there. And so we're at this birthday party, like total silence, eating our food. And then, you know, we finish our food. We get to like the end of the eating, the part where, you know, you take the birthday cake, you have to cut it and stuff. And my aunt is a very superstitious person. So,
Really?
you know, yes. So, you know,
I'm sure she's about to do something very rational.
it's the kind of thing where it's like, you know, the birthday wish actually does something, you know, that kind of superstition. There has to be a certain way you do the birthday wish and a certain thing you have to do. Anyway, so she bought a bottle of wine for her party, and we were supposed to toast it and then cut the cake. But when she took the wine bottle out of the bag, it was corked shut. And we didn't have a bottle opener. So by the way, everyone else was like, that's okay. We don't drink. Like nobody at that party
We don't
drank,
need wine.
by the way.
We don't
Nobody
need
at the
wine.
party, nobody at the party drank alcohol. So everyone was like, okay, let's just skip the
So what
alcohol,
you're telling
go
me
straight
is
to the
everybody
cake.
drank alcohol.
Let's go to the cake then. And then my aunt, like, she crashes out. Like
I would have never guessed.
she's like holding the wine bottle, like Kurt Angle staring at her, like, what do we do? We have to open this somehow.
What do we do?
She like turns to the real estate. She's like, do you have a bottle opener? And he's like, no, not really. Don't carry one with me. And then she's like,
That's standard issue for you
she,
people.
she stands up in the middle of the room and she's like, we have to open this wine bottle because if you don't drink this wine with me, you're not my friends. You're not my friends. And she just keeps repeating that. She's like, if you don't drink with me, you're not my friends. And then, one of the guys would be like, oh, it's okay. I mean, we're still friends and stuff. We could just skip the wine, eat the cake. And she's like, no, you don't understand.
Grabs him by the side of the head.
Yeah, she goes, you don't understand. If you won't do drugs with me, you're not my friend.
She did not say that.
She did say that word for word. She said, if you do not do drugs with me, you're not my friend. Friends do drugs together. Friends do drugs together. If you don't do drugs with me, you're not my friend. And then she just kept repeating it to everybody when everyone was like trying to convince her to just skip the wine bottle.
Me and your aunt would be best of friends.
So, and by the way, everyone was like laughing it off, like thinking that she was telling a joke. After the first time she said like, oh, we need a drink or you're not my friend. And then all these strangers, like nice people, bless them. I'm probably not going to see them next year.
JD, you weren't going to see him ever after that.
No, I will never see them again. I know you hate that kind of line.
Them all that morning.
I know you hate that line of thinking where I say, oh, it's okay because I'll never see them again. But in this case, I'm never going to see them again. So they go, they're like laughing, chuckling a little bit. And then she goes, no. If you don't drink this wine with me, you're not my friend. And then she sits down right in front of the old woman in the wheelchair. Very nice old lady. And she like stares at her in the eyes. She like leans in, stares at the old woman in the eyes. And she goes, you're not my friend. And then everyone just quiet, like dead quiet. And then she stands up after like a few seconds and she goes, I'm going to go. I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm going to go and buy a bottle opener real quick. You can stay here. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And then my father, well, first of all, we deal with this all the time. So my father goes,
all really chill about what I'm about to do.
My father goes, it's not going to be 5 minutes, like out loud to everybody. He's like, it's not going to be 5 minutes. And then my aunt didn't say anything. She turns around and she leaves. Right. Immediately, the real estate guy, smart guy, he goes, well, I got to get back to work. So, tell your aunt, or he talks to my father. He's like, tell your sister, I'm still her friend. And I was busy, so I'm going to leave right now. And then everyone's just like, okay, see ya. Bye.
Your father's just watching leave like, you bitch.
Yeah. Everyone's normal, by the way. They're just normal people. They were just like, yeah, sure. Okay. Bye. See ya, man.
Normal people? But yeah. Your aunt's so abnormal.
I don't know how she convinces these people to, maybe it's just a me thing, like a weird family thing that we just like to keep like birthday celebrations within the family. Is that a weird thing, James? Do people just invite you talk to someone once and then their birthday party like material, you just invite them to your birthday party?
If we're talking about my mother, yeah, who's very close to your aunt, as we know.
It's probably, probably more normal for that.
We might not understand this, but your aunt and my mother are a lot alike in the way that they are insane.
No, yeah.
But yeah, no, my mom has done this where she literally just brought these two like kids, two children that we did not know.
The Rizzler and
no, it was like these just two random. I was worried that she took like two random black kids from just the neighborhood she's in and just took them. Just
took them.
Well, because she just shows up with them and says nothing like about them being there. She's just like, yeah, this is this kid and this is this kid, and we're like, who are they though? And she's like, yeah, they're kids.
They're kids
from the neighborhood. And I'm like, what neighborhood? And she just doesn't elaborate. And like they're just walking around, dude. And I'm just like, you guys like blink twice if you were kidnapped.
All right, that is strange.
And then she'll like bring just a random person with her. Like there was this person from a like old person's home that she just like randomly latched onto and would bring around, and none of us knew who they were. But she would always try to bring them places. And I remember she like handed me this guy's art one time, and she's like, Jim, this is from this artist. He did the Devil Wears Prada. He's really good. And I looked up, The Devil Wears Prada is a fucking movie, not a comic book, as she kept claiming. Right. So I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
Well, it was a movie based off the comic book, so
And she invited us to their wedding. And I was like, I don't know these people. I don't know who you know.
yeah,
You just meet people.
yeah. So, the real estate guy
Go into
leaves.
Albertsons and you just disappear.
Yeah, you go to Albertsons and you bring some random old, like, sweet old woman in a wheelchair over. First off, my aunt introduced the old woman like how you would introduce me to someone handicapped, and she goes, "Yeah, she was she was what, like, disabled from, like, in a work accident." And I was like, "Oh, that sounds pretty bad."
Kind of crazy to just
And then
tell
she
somebody
goes,
else.
"I don't remember what she worked as, so I'm gonna ask her." So she just turned over and she's like, what was your job before?" And she goes, "I was a Keno runner." And I was like, "Okay, that makes less sense. Do you know what a Keno runner is?"
No, that's why I got really confused when you said
Okay,
that.
it's the person at a casino that just helps run the Keno game. It's a gambling game where I think you, like, bet on, like, balls or something. You bet on, like, what
I bet
numbers.
you bet on balls.
I don't know I don't know exactly what it is. You just bet on balls rolling.
I know what you are.
And the Keno runner is just like, they just pay out whoever wins the Keno in the room. So, disabled in a work accident, Keno runner, that's really rare. By really rare, I mean,
How
I never
does
heard of
one
it.
do that?
Maybe it was just some other accident and she just misremembered.
See, this is you telling me about that one time that somebody had like a stroke or something next to you while you were dealing cards. That's
They had
what
a heart
happened here.
attack. Yeah.
Heart attack.
Yeah, but
That's what
that wasn't
happened,
a
Jay.
work accident.
It can be
I guess it could. Yeah,
if you're the Keno runner. But
Yeah, so
only if you're the Keno runner.
yeah. So, and the old woman in the wheelchair and her friend just stayed. They went outside to get some, like, air or something, and then, like, 20 minutes passed. So we sat there for about 20 minutes, just, like, doing nothing pretty much because we were all full already. So we were just waiting. So we
The
waited for a
restaurant's
while.
like, you guys have to give up this table.
Yeah, and then my aunt comes back with with not a bottle opener. She comes back with a
Perfect.
big bottle of Budweiser, I think.
Yeah, she traded.
Yeah, she had a big can of Budweiser, and and then she's like, "All right, let's toast." So just pretended like nothing happened. So she's like, "All right, let's toast," and so she poured everyone some Budweiser, and of course I didn't drink any. I just took a random cup. I took an
Hour.
empty cup. It was a cup that didn't have anything in it. I just pretend like there was alcohol in it, and she was like, "All right, let's toast." And then she looked at my sister, and she was like, and she saw that my sister didn't have alcohol in her bottle. It was water. And she was like, "Hey, you have to drink alcohol. Otherwise you're not my friend." And my sister, like,
You gotta shoot up with me.
my sister is a very no bullshit kind of person, right? So she's like not smiling. She's like dead ass staring at my aunt.
Understandable.
Gives her like the bad dog stare. And she's like, "No, I don't think I'm
dog
gonna
stare.
drink." And the aunt's like,
think I'm gonna
"You will drink." And then my mother was like, "Yeah, drink it. It tastes really good. It's better than a cake." And so
Yo, your parents are so fucking wild.
they're all crazy.
Yeah, you are gonna drink.
Yeah. So,
Whoa.
my mother makes my sister drink, and I don't drink. I just pretend like I'm drinking. I take a sip of my empty cup, and then we move on from that.
You're like, this air, it's airing.
Yeah, and she does like the whole like I think what she does is okay, so she has candles for the cake, and then she goes, "I don't have a lighter. Does anyone have a lighter?"
Oh no.
Luckily, I think the woman in the wheelchair has a lighter. Like they might have been smokers or something. Well, first of all, my aunt like looks at my family and asks if we have a lighter, and I was like, "None of us smoke, so of course we don't have a lighter." Just
She
bring
grimaces at you like, of course.
or bring a random lighter
pathetic.
to places. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
But the old woman did have a lighter, so she took it. And man, she treats this lighter like it's like the worst piece of shit ever. She's like, she lights the birthday cake, the candles with it, and she just like tosses it back onto the table.
That's awesome.
That was
Just don't care for
crazy
somebody
to me. I
else's
was like, oh my
property.
god, this is insane.
Yeah, you gotta respect the she's never not an asshole.
You know what? I have to respect it.
You gotta respect it.
I can never treat strangers like how she treats strangers. Sorry, friends.
You
They're
gotta
friends.
admire the fact that she's consistently
You talked to her once at
dick.
you talked to her once at the Albertsons. She's a friend. So
Yeah, we're good friends.
yeah, no wonder if she feels betrayed by all her friends all the time. Is because they talked to her once, realize that she's insane, and then ghost her. So so then like my aunt like clasps her hands in prayer and like just kneels in front of the birthday cake for like maybe a minute or two, and we're all just staring at her. She blows it out, and then we have to cut the cake and eat it.
It better be a good cake.
I'm pretty sure that's where the craziness ends, because right after we eat the cake, we just leave. But I forgot to mention a couple of funny conversations I had in the middle of us eating. So I because the room is quiet mostly and everyone's eating, the old woman and her friend are talking, and I just overhear it. They talk about the food that they're eating, and she's like, "What is this?" And her friend, and then Tyrone. That's the only name I know, by the way. I don't know any other names. I only know him because when he walked in, he introduced himself as Tyrone, and that just stuck in my memory. So
he actually never said Tyrone. He literally never spoke a word physically. You just imagined.
You know what? He might have not said that. I think it was the old woman who.
God damn it!
It must have been the old woman who introduced him as Tyrone. She walks in. She's like, I don't remember her name. I'm blah blah blah. This is Tyrone. And then I see Tyrone. He just nods his head, and we move on. But I hear this conversation. She goes, the old woman in chair. She goes, what is this food? And he goes, oh, it's tofu. And then she goes, what's tofu? And then he's like, it's like
question.
And first off, this old woman, she's like 60 plus years old, very old. And so she's just never encountered tofu. I never even heard of it. She doesn't know what it is. So like Tyrone is like, it's like a Chinese food. You just eat it, and it's and she's like, yeah, but what is it?
You eat this?
She's like, yeah, but what is it? And so he has trouble explaining because he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know what it is. He just knows it's called tofu. It was a funny conversation. Also, halfway through that food eating, my aunt started showing everyone videos of her that she recorded herself in a room, smoking weed, I think, smoking something, doing some kind of drugs, and then she was like dancing ish. I say dancing, but it was like spazzing. It's like spazzing around. She's like shaking parts of her body, and like juddering across the room. And she's like, "Here, check out this video.
Check out this new dance craze.
Like, check out this video. It's gonna make you think that I'm crazy, and I only show my very best friends this." And then of course she shows everybody this, every person that's at the party. And then everyone is kind of, I think they're weirded out by it, because they kind of do this like weird chuckle laugh thing to be like, let's okay, that's cool. Stop showing me that. So they all go like, ha, 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 that kind of laugh. And so she shows it to all of us, and then she's like, man, I can never show, my coworkers this, because they report me. And I'm like, I don't know if they would report you, but you've probably already shown them. Just a guess.
I'd report her.
Just a guess. And then she goes in this weird tangent about her new boss. I think somebody at her workplace got promoted to a manager, and she was talking about how this manager is like targeting her, and like targeting her, making her life like really difficult in the workplace. I can't tell if it's true or not, by the way, because I'm almost sure she's like suffering from like delusions or something. I don't know. Something mental. It's like the same. It's probably the same thing you have, James.
No.
So yeah, that happened. No. And then my sometime during the party, my mother turns to me, and she's like, "Oh, who are you texting right now?" and I was texting William because he asked me if I wanted to go to the gym while I was at the birthday party. I was like, no, I can't. I'm at a birthday party.
You were messaging, get me out of here.
Yeah, my mother was like, oh, William, you should invite him over to the birthday party. Okay, first off, it's not her birthday party. It's not my mother's birthday party. And it's also not my birthday party. So it's not my party. And my aunt doesn't know William. Okay. So first of all, it's insane.
Solid. Solid.
First of all, it would be crazy for you as an invited guest of a party to invite someone else to the party.
No, I think that's
first of all to
rational.
a birthday party. Okay.
I think that's very rational to do.
Well, it's a little bit disrespectful.
Folks, go do the shit more.
I think it's strange. I think it's disrespectful. And then my father immediately like stink eyes my mother, and he's like, "It's not your birthday party. What are you doing?" And my mother is like baffled. She just doesn't understand. Like,
I just don't get what's so wrong.
The context. She's like, what's wrong? Just tell William to come over. Like, you can have some fun, eat some food. I'm like, okay. So everyone is insane. It's just like one after the other. Just like zero social situation awareness. It's like you alone at a convention. It just doesn't work.
It's pretty good. Invite William. You're gonna drink that.
Like, dude, half of that party.
Oh hell yeah!
Half of that party I was eating.
Charge of a life or death situation. They'll do great.
Half of the party I was eating. The other half of the party, I'm Kurt Angle staring at almost everyone. It's just, I couldn't believe my ears.
You're just over here like, I can't believe they're not the man who's.
Yeah, but overall, it was a good birthday party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was. I don't think it ranks at like the top. It might rank at the top weirdest birthday parties I've ever been to. But that also is like on the list of all the rest of my aunt's birthday parties. So.
It's just all your aunt's birthday parties, and then one that's not your aunt, but
you always have to go to that one crazy person's party. It just happens, you know. Yeah. You get it.
Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped going over to my Nana's on Christmas.
Yeah, so that was my story. I just wanted to get it off.
Celebrated there.
That was my story. I just wanted to get it off my chest, you know. So, you know.
I'm glad.
Funny little thing. I did have a couple other things written here, but they aren't long enough to be full conversations. So I'll just say them.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say like perfect then. You know, good for a little.
Because we're about to end it here. We're a little bit past time.
I mean, we got to make up for not doing a whole episode last week because JD said, no, we can't record when we got to leave those schmucks.
No, actually, I didn't say anything because I forgot. And it was you who said something like past midnight. You were like,
I think I was on stream and I looked over and I like noticed the time and I looked at chat and I'm like, uh-oh.
Did Kiri say something about it, or did you just?
No, I just like realized today was Sunday and I'm like, oh, did we record? Maybe I can still get and I looked over and I saw it was like 11. I'm like,
it was over. The Grammys happened and I saw Jaden Smith's wear a castle hat.
The castle hat.
Dude, there were a lot of memes about that. Good. That was pretty funny. The social political climate of castle hats.
Are you aware of why that's the thing?
No, I have no idea.
So Jaden Smith, I think, was doing
scammed.
He was doing like an interview, and he was like talking like, I just hate how kids my age talk right now. And they're like, dude, bruh. And just him and the guy are like saying bruh a lot. And then all of a sudden Jalen's like, yeah. And it's like, I just want to talk about the socio-political economic systems of our nation right now.
State of the world, man.
State of the world. Yeah, like he just says that. And it's like, Jaden, you've never talked to anybody like this before. You've never said these words to somebody.
I mean, maybe Jaden is just like, he's actually a genius and he just can't like get that message across, you know.
Who won at the Grammys, and when it cut to Jaden Smith in the audience, he was just like grabbing the air with his hands.
What?
I think Doechii won, and then it cut to Jaden in the audience, and he was just like kind of having a moment of freaking out. I'm gonna look up Jaden
he was
Smith
crashing out.
He was crashing out. How do you spell Jaden Smith? Is it Jai?
It's Jay. Den, I
Oh,
think. Jaden. Yeah, so he was wearing a castle hat. I saw Kanye West there,
oh my
and
god,
and his
dude.
wife was naked, I think. Was she naked
Yeah,
or was she wearing something?
she was naked.
I
She was
think
completely naked.
I think she was just straight up naked.
Here
Because
it is.
I think I
I
saw like
found it.
a clip. I saw a clip of him walking onto the the in front of all the picture takers or photographers, and his wife like she's first of all she's wearing like a big jacket or something
Yeah,
coat,
she's wearing a big fur coat at
and then
first.
she turns around and just like drops it, and she's like naked, and then she turns
It's
around.
so it's so fucking weird. And like, do I think it's a humiliation ritual like everyone keeps saying? No.
Yeah,
Do I think it's not weird as shit? It is. It's so weird. And it's like,
it's weird in a bad way. Where Jaden Smith's castle hat was weird in a good way.
and also I sent you the gif of him doing it.
Oh, there's a gift. There's already gifts of him doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a gift
So
of
somebody
Jaden
wins an
Smith doing it.
award and he's just holding the air in front of him.
Yeah, he's like grasping. He's not even clapping like the rest of the people. He's just grasping.
Everyone I think said like he's baked or something, so he's trying to do something but
Dude,
can't.
he's trying to grasp at the last straws of his sanity.
Of his slipping mental state
Yeah,
because nobody wants to discuss the social economic status of the world.
he's trying to keep the demons away, so
Trying not to be in the new Karate Kid movie. But dude, they ignored. They're like, yeah, we'll bring Jackie Chan back, not Jaden Smith,
But
and then
not
they
Jaden
ignore him
Smith.
completely too, which I think is so funny. They don't acknowledge him existing.
that's the only movie I've ever seen Jaden Smith in.
I think it is the no. He does have another movie where he does play Will Smith's son. So
He,
he
yeah,
plays
he
his dad's son.
I know he's done other movies. This it's just the only movie I've seen him in is
It's the only movie
is
you need to see him
Karate
in.
Kid.
Dude, I remember I used to watch the behind the scenes for that Karate Kid movie so much, and I just remember like randomly Justin Bieber being there, and I don't remember why. And
It's
then I
because
remember,
Justin Bieber sang the song in the movie.
well, it's
Never-
also they were
Never
like
Say
best
Never.
friends at the time, because like he also appeared on the Justin. Because my sisters, it was we got two Redbox movies. I'd get Karate Kid, and they'd get the Justin Bieber like documentary, and Jane Smith would
Were
appear
your
on the
sisters
Justin
big
Bieber
Justin
documentary.
Bieber fans?
I don't know. I don't
What?
think so, but they would get it. And we'd watched it, and because we were on a road trip, we were watching it over and over again because it was like the only movies we had. And it's like burned into my memory. It's like it's like the two craziest cameos. Justin Bieber appearing in the Karate Kid behind the scenes, and then Jaden Smith appearing in the Justin Bieber documentary.
That's funny.
But yeah, his wife, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was so weird and abnormal.
It was
and
a
it's
statement.
like,
It was a message.
what was the statement?
Don't conform to the system, the matrix.
Hey,
Okay.
Jaden Smith didn't conform. Did he have to get
Well, maybe
naked
he
to
should
do it?
have because he was really, really big.
He was blocking the eye line of anybody sitting behind him.
It has the same energy as tinfoil hat. Okay, the castle hat. It's just
I don't know.
Jesus.
It's very. I'd say it's actually not as offensive as Vermin Trout, the guy who wears a boot on his head and runs for Congress every year.
Really.
Yeah, he's awesome. It's I think the castle hat is not as offensive as the boot on a head.
I thought he just like lost a bet or something, and they were like, "Yeah, you have to wear.
No,
You have to
dude,
wear
this was
hat."
absolutely his own choice because I think that's his sister sitting next to him.
Is it?
Look at how I think she has like teeth like fillers because she's
Is
like
it- is
missing
it-
one of her
Is
front
that her?
teeth.
The one with the
I think that's
sunglasses
Willow.
flapping?
I think that's Willow.
I don't know. She looks really old to me. How old is she?
I think it's because the glasses and like the teeth thing and the hair. Her and Jaden are like the same age,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but I
it
think
might
it's
be.
just because of that.
Yeah, her fashion is not on point either, really.
No, not at all. But I will say Kendrick Lamar winning 5 Grammys just for the one song, Not Like Us, is pretty funny because that's more than that's as many as Drake has won in his entire career. And it's literally a diss at Drake. And dude,
Yeah, that's right.
oh my
Kevin
God.
Lamar, my dude.
yeah, Kevin can
Kevin-
wait Lamar.
Kevlar Lamar, my bloke.
My good fella.
My good friend.
Um, he he won, I think, Song of the Year, Rap of the Year, Music Video of the Year.
It was just his Drake diss track. Is that the thing that
Yeah,
one?
it's so good, and it's a good song
Was
too. So
Drake
it's
there at the
like
Grammys?
I don't think so, but he was fucking upset about it. And dude, Drake fans have been coping so hard since it. It's so funny.
Yeah, I
They're
mean, well, first off, yeah, the Grammys are rigged, and
yeah, exactly. Like they're like Grammys are rigged. Uh it shouldn't have won the way it did. And then it's like I keep getting video. This is why I was like, I don't know if like Instagram knows what I like because they keep giving me this one guy's videos and it's this Drake fan, like super fan, like almost sick of fan kind of fan
I
who
think Instagram knows exactly what you like. You just don't want to admit it that
except
you click on
I
all these
scroll
videos, you
past and
watch them.
I don't like I don't interact, I don't watch, but it keeps giving me more and that's why I'm like I don't know what it thinks.
You're
It's
on the side. You're
so
on the side of the camera. Is like AI is not taking over. This shit's stupid as hell.
yeah, it's literally no, because it is so stupid the way it does stuff. But it's so funny to me because it's like it's this one Drake fan who keeps posting the same. It's essentially like the whole like uh you have one joke and you only do the one joke and you think you said it different but it's the one joke and he keeps doing that every video
You know what? There's
and
nothing wrong with that as long as the joke is a banger.
but it's not a
What do you think
banger
about
joke
that?
because it's I no I think it's a correct take. I think it's a correct take, but what do you think about that? It would be good if the joke was good, but it's like not even a good executed joke.
Yeah,
It's just him smiling and then he stops smiling, and that's his entire thing every video. And the caption is always Kendrick fans win this, and then that's it.
that's a pretty good joke.
Dude, it got me.
Kendrick 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 fans when a woman over the age of 50 walks in the room.
Drake fans when a girl under
Drake fans when a
girl
girl over the age of 20 walks into the room.
into the
Stop
womb
smiling.
into the womb. But no, that's all it is. And he has like a super gummy smile too. It's like not Charlie Kirk bad, but it is like borderline Charlie Kirk smile. And so it's like
Gummy.
it's not even like a good smile to look at, and it's just so annoying. And it's just he keeps I think he's made like 30 videos since the Grammys. And it keeps appearing, and no matter how many times I swipe past it, it keeps putting those in there.
Nah,
I
the dude's
dude,
farming. He found what does what like
no, he's
the algorithm loves this guy's newest videos and he knows it. So that's why he's just like, I'm just gonna
no,
keep doing it.
he's certainly farming, and the algorithm knows that, and it's like pushing it.
The
I'm
algorithm
not
knows that and he's like,
interacting, and
and
I
it's
don't
like,
know
good
why it
job.
keeps giving me it. The algorithm. Here's why I think Instagram has the worst algorithm. It keeps giving me shit I don't want all the goddamn time. This is why I was like, I'll miss TikTok for one thing. It knew me. It knew what I
It
liked.
knows me. It
'Cause,
knows me
dude,
on a
I don't.
personal level. What do you think about that?
There's another thing about Instagram's like algorithm that I really hate. Again, another piece of content I don't engage with that it keeps trying to force on me. Do
And
you
what
know
is
what
it?
like the coffin of Andy and something is?
Yes, I do know that game.
I have never interacted with that shit in my life, but for some reason, it keeps pushing it on me, and I don't fucking know why.
That
I
game was
I scroll
really
past it.
popular in a certain VTuber group, I
It
think.
it's also very popular with a certain group of people, as you'd know.
Yeah.
And I don't engage with it, but I keep scrolling past it. Hell, I'll even block it if I notice I keep getting like posts from the same person. I'll block the person, and then a whole new account will be made, and they'll start posting. And I'm like, oh my god, leave me alone. It's why I
You
don't
can
go on
never
Instagram a
escape it.
lot. I can't, dude. I can't. And I just like I literally just leave Instagram because of it. Like, if I just keep getting those, I just turn Instagram off and I don't go back on it for the whole day.
I know
Like you didn't learn
Instagram
your lesson.
Instagram has like the wildest memes out of it. It's just been getting like
Dude,
crazier
it's
and crazier.
so fucking
That's the
crazy.
only reason why William is on Instagram. It's because he constantly tries to find like the most shock factor meme ever and then post it to me just to get my reaction. Like he's that dude in Squid Games the one who recruits them, and he's the one who like gives me a little
recruiter.
smile, and then the title is me when I rage bait bro for the 9th time in a row, and ask what's wrong.
That's so good.
So that's the only reason he's on there. So he'll try sending me videos of like people like dying in like horrific car accidents or something. He's like, "What do you think about this?"
What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's the funniest thing ever. You know, I don't have a brother, but if I did have a brother, he'd be exactly like William. Yeah, he'd be William. William is actually basically just my brother.
Sometimes I wonder if he is.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we hang out all the time, go to the gym. He sends me, you know, death threats, Instagram reels.
Hey, wait a
the most
second.
heinous shit you could possibly find. That's 100% brother thing to do right there. Anyway, yeah, it's hilarious. Go on.
It's funny.
Send you actual video of person dying in graphic detail. It's funny, isn't it?
What do you think about that?
What do you think about this? Yeah, I've seen him scroll through his phone, Instagram, like DMs, because he has a friend group too, and they all kind of just do that same thing where they'll try to find videos specifically, like to annoy you, like your worst nightmare, specifically for you. So he'll send. I see him scroll through some memes, that his friends sent him, and there'll be like really disgusting stuff on there, like poop and pee related stuff, and then he just immediately like closes his phone after that, and he stares at me, and
he just stares at you,
and I'll look at him and I'll be like, "What do you think about that?"
What have we become? What do you think with that?
I look at him and I go, "What do you think about that?" Give him a good old smile. All right, James. Well, you know, I think that's long enough.
Oh, I do have one more thing.
What is it?
They are coming out with new Transformers.
If you guys enjoyed, you should like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, because we do these videos every Sunday except for last Sunday. Mm-hmm. So before you say anything, shut up, James.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you like James, his links are in the description. He streams on Twitch more often than I do. And that's it from me. James, bring us out.
So the cowards at Hasbro are re-releasing Breast.